Welcome to the installation video of the ARIES ActionTrac powered running boards. These instructions will show the general steps needed to install the running boards onto any truck application. For this demonstration, we are using a 2017 Ford Super Duty. To begin, identify the mounting locations underneath the vehicle on the driver's side as shown here. Also identify each bracket. Depending on your application, they may be specific to certain mounting locations. In this application, they are universal. Starting with the front mounting point on the driver's side, attach the corresponding bracket to the vehicle with the included hardware. Repeat this process for the middle and rear driver's side brackets. Do not fully tighten at this time. After the brackets are in place, lay the driver's side running board upside down on a flat surface and insert 3 included T-rails into the slots. Space out the T-rails along the board, positioning them as close to their corresponding bracket locations as possible. Lift the board into position. The top of the board has a lip that will rest on top of the bracket. Slide each T-rail along the board to line up with the bracket, and then lower the running board into place. To secure the board, attach all 3 brackets with the included hardware. Do not fully tighten the hardware at this time. Before securing the rear mounting bracket, attach the LED light bracket over the T-rail stud, facing towards the front of the vehicle. After the brackets have been attached, adjust the board to the desired location. Torque the hardware, beginning with the board to the bracket, followed by the vehicle connections. Repeat this entire process to mount the passenger side running board. To begin the wiring process, trim will need to be removed. To do this, begin on the driver's side and gently pull up on the trim, taking care not to damage any plastic parts. Remove the trim behind the driver's seat the same way. Remove any other vehicle components that would prevent the ability to route the wiring harness under the automotive carpet in the rear of the cab. To prepare the wiring harness, remove the fuse located on the smaller bundle of wires. To attach the smaller portion of the wiring harness with the removed fuse, uninstall the nuts on the negative and positive battery posts. Then place the eyelet of each wire onto the corresponding posts. Reinstall the nuts to secure the wires. Next, the harness will be routed from the battery through the port in the firewall. It is important to note that the firewall access location and routing method will vary by vehicle make and model. Once this wire is in the desired location, zip tie any loose wire into place, making sure that it does not interfere with other wires in the engine bay or steering column. Next, we will route the larger portion of the wiring harness. It may be helpful to lay out the harness as shown and identify the 8 quick plugs using the included wiring harness diagram. Now feed the larger portion of the wiring harness underneath the carpet in the rear of the cab from the passenger side over to the driver's side. Continue to feed the power wire and orange and yellow sensor wire to the front of the vehicle underneath the carpet here as well. Repeat this process on the passenger side with the gray and green sensor wire. Behind the driver's seat, identify a place in the floor pan to route the 2 wires down. On some vehicles, there may be a rubber plug located under the carpet. For these vehicles, remove this plug. Then, using a utility knife, carefully make a slit for the wires to pass through. For vehicles with no floor plug, identify a spot to drill. To do this, the carpet can be propped up with a small object, and a 1-inch hole can be drilled from below the vehicle into the truck cab. This floor access port will be needed on both the driver and passenger side of the vehicle. Feed the red and black driver rear actuator and the brown and tan LED light wires through the access hole and then through the included grommet. Connect the rear red and black actuator wire connector to the orange and yellow wire connector from the board. Mount the LED light to the tab on the back bracket. Plug the LED light wire connector into the brown and tan wire connector. Secure the hanging wires to the bracket with zip ties. Pull the excess wires into the cab and seat the rubber grommet. Optionally, you may choose to seal the grommet with silicone to ensure a weatherproof barrier. Cover these wires with the included wire loom for extra protection and a finished look. Repeat this entire process on the passenger side. Next, locate a suitable mounting location for the power switch on the dashboard. Drill a 3/4 inch hole into the dashboard, being mindful of what you are drilling into and what is behind it. Remove any additional panels necessary to allow access to route the wire up and through the previously drilled hole. Connect the switch to the wire, being sure to plug the red wires into the silver ends and the black wire into the bronze end. Pull the wires back through the dash and push the switch to seat it into the drilled mounting hole. Locate a ground screw to attach the black ground wire. Loosen the screw and attach the eyelet before retightening. Near the driver's side front door, attach the 2 wiring harnesses. Once all the wiring has been installed, plug in the circuit board and mount it in a location that will avoid the wires from getting pinched by any moving parts. In this example, the harness is being routed through an existing hole in the carpet, and the circuit board is hidden underneath the rear seat. Reinstall the fuse. With the power connected, attach the door sensors. While attaching and testing the sensors and magnets, only plug in one sensor at a time on each side of the vehicle to test for functionality. Locate a desired location for the sensor and wipe the area and the sensor with an alcohol wipe. Then, mount the sensor with the included double-sided tape and connect the sensor wire to the harness. Temporarily mount the magnet onto the door and check the alignment with the sensor. Adjust the magnet as needed and mount it to the vehicle with the included double-sided tape. Repeat this process for the remaining doors. When all boards are functioning properly, reinstall the previously removed trim, carpet, or any other items previously removed. Congratulations on the installation of your brand new ARIES ActionTrac powered running boards. For more information on this and other great ARIES products, visit our website at ariesautomotive.com.